All right, there we go. Hey, everybody. Jessica Coulter here. We are talking outside today, so setting up new things. We're focusing on hobbies this week for your teen because our teens need hobbies that do not include screen time, which is ironic since we're on a screen discussing this. But our teens spend a lot of time at school online, and that's exactly why they need some off screen things to do at home on the weekends when not doing schoolwork. So, tell me, does your teen have a hobby off screen? I want to know down below. Let me know. Before we talk about why this is so important, why there are so many benefits to this, and if you're wondering who I am, why we're outside talking about this, I'm Jessica Coulter, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring and Study with Jessie. All right, screen time. I know it's a problem. You and I both know our teens are really, really addicted. I am definitely not any type of brain expert or, a scientist that's done any research really on the impacts, but the research is out there that our teens are spending too much time on the screen. Now, as an educator, I can definitely tell you that so many students I work with spend time on their computers doing schoolwork. Okay, their assignments are online. They're supposed to read whatever passage. Their textbooks are online. They're supposed to turn their papers in online. Like everything is on a screen. Okay, and the research says that our teens do not learn as much if they're not actually handwriting. The typing versus handwriting always wins for understanding and for long term understanding. Okay, and actually comprehending it. Okay. I will also tell you that our eyes literally get tired of staring at a screen. Okay, like our brains hurt, our eyes hurt. I mean, there's just a whole bunch of bad stuff that goes into our teens being on the screen all the time, especially when they're at school. Now, I understand for the sake of convenience, teachers don't have to keep track of papers. That's awesome. I can understand that it's easier for students. They don't necessarily have to lose things going back and forth between home and school. But at the same time, enough is enough. Okay, our teens do not need to spend 7 8 hours at school on the computer and then come home and spend 2 or 3 hours on homework for school on the computer. And then on top of that, okay, your teen has no homework or lots of homework or whatever, and then he immediately wants to game or she immediately wants to jump on YouTube or watch TikToks or whatever. We want our teens to have something to do off the screen. Okay. So, before I go too much further, I'm going to say thanks for watching on YouTube. Thanks for watching on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow Ace Cookie Tutoring because we're talking hobbies all week. And if you've got questions about study skills, about helping your teen love to learn, that's what I'm here for because hobbies directly tie into a love of learning, and the screen time that we're going to be talking about ties into education beautifully, as you're seeing already today. So, what else to tell you before we officially wrap this up is pretty simple. Hobbies and school, very closely connected if your teens willing to put in the work. Also, do know that since school is so online, our teens are very, very used to being on the computer. And so our teens are literally, again, science says, that our teens are losing their ability to be creative. They're losing some of these essentially life skills that they can gain from hobbies that are off the computer. Something as simple as bike riding, something as simple as building Legos. All of those skills, and those are obviously very different. And there's hundreds of them out there. But our teens cannot possibly learn some of these skills they can through hands-on activities that they can through a computer, a phone, any type of electronic screen. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to join my Facebook group if you're not already a member. It's called Teaching Teens to Love Learning. Links in the description. I'd love to have you click on the link, answer a couple questions so you can join us. And so we can dive into those study skills that are going to help your teen love to learn by knowing how to learn. See you tomorrow, everybody. Hope audio quality and the sound quality and I guess it's the same thing. Video quality, we're good. So see you tomorrow.